Hey guys, how's it going? I hope your weekend's going well. Your homework assignment is a little tough. You have all the skills to be able to do it, but I just wanted to go over three of the problems that I thought would be tricky and review it so that would help you to be able to do the rest of the problems. So for this problem, we've got 25 to the third power equals 5 to the x power. Clearly we know we can't break this 5 down any further, so we know that's going to be our base for this problem. You should automatically be able to tell that 25 is 5 to the second power, but if you don't, you can break it down. 25 divided by 5 is 5, so that would be like that. You got two 5s, so we're going to rewrite this 25, and be careful not to forget about that 3, as 5 to the second power, because that equals 25. And then put a 3 outside of it. Equals 5 to the x power. Now, our bases are the same, so we don't have to worry about that. You have to distribute this in, which will be multiplication. So now we've got 5 to the 6th power equals 5 to the x. Now that our bases are the same, we don't care about those really. You just set the exponents equal to each other, and you have your answer of x equals 6, or 6 equals x. And that's it. Now I'm going to go over numbers 4 and 7 now. These get a little more difficult. So same thing. You know 3 is the smallest number possible. You can't break down your 3. So let's break down this 27. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So since we have 3 3's, you know you can rewrite this 27 as 3 to the third power, and don't forget about this x that was here, equals 3 to the x plus 6. For this side, we have to distribute this x in, and we know 3 times x just becomes 3x. So let me rewrite that. 3 to the 3x power equals 3 to the x plus 6 power. Now you set your exponents equal to each other. Because our bases are the same, now we could do that. 3x equals x plus 6. You want all of your x's to be on this side, on the left side, as always when we were solving equations. So to get rid of this x and move it over here, to get rid of a positive x, you would just do minus x. And don't forget, if you always forget how many x's do you have there, there's really a 1 hiding there. So if you like writing that 1, you could do that. So these two x's cancel out. On this side, you've got 2x, because 3x minus 1x equals 2x, equals 6. We know that the operation between the 2 and the x is multiplication. So you do the inverse to get rid of it, which is dividing by 2. Those cancel. And this would lead to your answer being x equals 3. Okay? So hopefully that made this one a little more clear. Like I said, it's a lot of steps, but it's not that difficult. This one I think is probably the hardest one you have. You got 1,000 to the x minus 4 power equals 1 over 100. That whole thing is to the x plus 2 power. If you think that we should start off by using 100 as a base, I really urge you to try to break this 1,000 down. So 1,000 divided by 100 is 10. See how you don't have 100 on both sides? That shows you that you probably need a smaller base. And we did it during class. You know that a common base that both of these share is 10. So I'm actually going to break down both sides. If you need to break it down like this and keep working all the way through, you're more than welcome to do that. But remember, I showed you that trick where you can count the number of zeros. So here, 1,000 has 1, 2, 3 zeros. So you can rewrite this 1,000 as 10 to the third power. And mind you, you can get that by breaking it down also with our factor tree. equals, kept that exponent the same. On this side, I'm going to keep that big parentheses, 1 over, instead of 100, that has 2 zeros, so that's going to be 10 to the second power, x plus 2. Now this problem is different than the other two because we have this positive fraction, but we want both sides to have a base of 10. So let's do that. This side's okay for right now. Let's worry about this. Right now this 2 is positive. If you move it up, you got to remember that this, when you cross the line, you change the sign. So instead of positive, when you move it up, this is going to become 10 to the negative 2 power. And if you have forgotten that rule, you have a worksheet that details the notes that you can study and look for that for. I'm going to rewrite that exponent down here because I haven't done anything with it. Okay? Let me just rewrite this side. And now we have a lot of distributing to do. Let me do this left side first. And remember, please, you have to do both things outside. So, x times 3 equals 3x. I've got a minus here. I'm going to keep that, right? And then the second one that I drew, the second arrow, 4 times 3 equals 12. Alright? Equals, now, sorry, I know this is a little sloppy. X times negative 2, I'm going to keep that base at 10, equals negative 2x. Negative 2x plus 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Alright? So just like I said in the last problem, it's a lot of steps, but it's the same process. We've done distributive property before. Okay? So if you get overwhelmed, just chill out, relax, think about what to do. So now we have to set our exponents equal to each other. We've got 3x minus 12 equals, mind you, I'm only doing the exponents, negative 2x plus negative 4. If you like writing minus 4, you could do that also. But I'm going to keep it like this for this problem. I always want my x's to go on the left. That's just the way I like to work. So to get rid of this negative 2x, you would add 2x to both sides. Please remember, you can only combine like terms. You can't add a 2x to this 12. That's just a number. It's not the same thing. So 3x plus 2x now will become 5x minus 12 equals, and what's left over here is a plus negative 4. I'm just going to write negative 4. Okay? Let me move all of this up actually. Alright, I'm almost done. Now, the next thing near my x that I want to get rid of is this minus 12, right? So to get rid of that, you would do the inverse, which is adding by 12 on both sides. Plus 12. These cancel out. What's left over here? You've got 5x equals negative 4 plus 12, right? So you're going to have a positive 8. You divide by 5, and x equals 8 over 5. I came up with a fraction, so let me just double check my work. X plus 2, 10 to the negative 2, negative 2x plus negative 4. Yep. Negative 2x plus negative 4. I added 2x, which makes sense. That gives me 5x minus 12. You add it. And then 12 minus 4 is 8. Alright, so this is the answer. I know that looks a little weird, but if you're able to follow this process, you should be good. Hopefully, seeing this, you'll be able to do the rest of your homework. And we'll talk about a bit of it on Monday, because I know that some of you guys were having difficulty with this, okay? Keep up the hard work. Remember, keep studying because your assessment is on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Peace.